upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Allen. That's taken in by Palmer. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On play action, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bills at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down, Chiefs.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Davis. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now he's free at the 35. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
to the air. Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Allen in the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes to throw once more. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelce. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're going for the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Give the Cook out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now here's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Allen going to change this at the line.
At the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Allen.
Quick slant to Shakir.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
But it's 4th down.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
Mahomes now to throw. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Down by Taylor Rapp. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 31 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
On the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Here's Allen to throw it. Right back to Cook for another completion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Allen. That's complete to Palmer. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Hope you all had a happy and safe Halloween. Thanks to those of you who dressed up as the Octobox or the Witching Hour for the holiday. But the calendar now reads November, so let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on Indianapolis. And it's the vaunted Steelers defense that comes up with the big play here. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's Josh Jacobs. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Packers get back to 500. They move to 4-4 with this victory. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans hosting the Denver Broncos. And this is Nico Collins. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 52 yards, touchdown. The Texans get their 3rd win as they come away with the victory. One final look at the rest of the scores from week number 9 with Cleveland, the Jets, Philly, and Tampa Bay all on the midseason bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
A quick pass out to Juju. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Tackle on the play by Christian Benford. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Pacheco. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went
for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here comes third and about a foot. They'll try the middle with Cook. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Kansas City.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. In motion goes the tight end. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he will take it out and for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there. A big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Open that right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And now it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen steps away, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
56, alert!
Cook following the penalty.
And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Tight.
Allen going to throw. Completes it to Coleman. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Bills' 37.
Mahomes to throw once more. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a
against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And Knox is going to have the Bills first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
18. That's another Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Back to the ground, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Yeah, this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Mahomes. Taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And he missed it.
It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now out come the Bills. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Short gain there to start overtime. Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw of overtime for Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there in the screen. It'll set up a third down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. Here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
To the air. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their plate. You have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
56, 56. 180.
Here's Allen to throw it. And Cook has it left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now on 4th down, Ottish, the punt team sending this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Chiefs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Net score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And some strong running. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mahomes to throw it. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. This will be caught by Brown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Here's Allen.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Allen. That's caught by Palmer. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Allen maybe with a free play. Setting up the screen for Cook.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now out of. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.